Good morning. So if you've been following me, you know that I like to cater to new trainers in my videos, trying to help them out, trying to give them advice and talking about my experience in the industry, getting clients, starting my own business. Today, I want to talk about Thumbtack. So some of you may be familiar with Thumbtack and some of you may not be familiar, or you may be new to it, trying to figure it out and deciding if it's right for you. Because I know in the beginning, it seems like a great service, a great website, a great way to get leads, and a great way to get new clients. So I want to talk about my experience and give you some advice and kind of give you a heads up. So I'm going to start with my history with Thumbtack. I started Thumbtack in 2000 and I'm not sure, it's either 2014 or 2015. So I had an account and it had to get deactivated. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they deactivated my account, but it was locked and I had to call customer service and have them actually completely deactivate it for me. So my newest Thumbtack account is only a year old, but I've been on Thumbtack for quite a while. Now, in those 5 or 6 years of Thumbtack, I've gotten hired 3 times. One of those clients is current. She just hired me a month ago. One of those clients is one of my best clients that I've ever had. I've been training her for about 3 years now. She's an awesome client. So grateful that I found her. And then another client I only trained for a few weeks and she kind of wanted to stop training. I don't know what happened. But so in 5 or 6 years, 3 clients, that's it. Don't even know how much money I've spent. I don't have my history from the first account, but in this last year, I've spent roughly $250 and I've gotten 1 client. So I'm gonna go off of my history in the past year from this Thumbtack account, and I'm gonna tell you, I have everything written down, and I'm gonna tell you what happened with these leads. So before I do that, I kind of want to explain how Thumbtack works. So it's a website, and there's a customer portal, and then there's the pro portal. So if you're a pro, you get all those leads. Those leads come into you. If you're the customer, you can go on. So you go on and you search for the service you're looking for, and there's a ton. Personal trainer is one, there's contractors, cleaning services, yoga, a lot of health and fitness, handyman service, all kinds of stuff like that, computers, photographers, chefs, anything. So the customer goes on, and this is totally free for the customer. There's no vetting. They don't have to pay a fee. It's just they go on, they put in what they want. For the training part, it's how many times a week do you want to exercise? Do you have a preference, male or female? Where do you want to work out? What are your goals? Do you have any limitations? Do you have any chronic diseases? Do you have back pain? Things like that. And then they put all that in, and then a list of pros in their area comes up, and they just click. And this has changed quite a bit since when I started, but right now they click and they can say request availability, and then that they can choose up to 4, I don't know. They can choose a bunch of people, honestly. So they could choose whoever they want, and then that's it. I think they just have to put an email address in, but I don't think they even verify this email address, because I've used Thumbtack as a customer before, looking for a contractor or looking for a photographer, and I honestly never had heard anything back from anyone because no one uses it anymore. Because there's no way of telling if these people are real or not, or they're just curious, they're just bored. So when the customer puts their request in, it goes to the pro, and then from there, the pro has to pay to respond to this person. You don't get their phone number, you don't get any of their information to contact them directly. You have to contact them through the website. So that is a huge, huge red flag for me, because again, they don't vet these people. They don't care if they're serious or not, if they actually want to hire someone. They're just there to take money off of the professional and give them this false hope. Now, this is all my opinion, but if you do a little more digging and research, you'll find that a lot of other pros feel the same way. And I'm kind of going more towards the personal training side of it for the trainer, but this really, I feel, is for a majority of the pros on the website, whatever their occupation is or their specialty is. So in the last year, I've sent 22 quotes out. I've spent roughly $250, and I got hired once. So 16 of those quotes I sent were not even read by the customer, because they'll tell you when the customer reads it. So 16 of those were never even read. The customer never even went into the website or to the app and opened that message. 3 of those people responded once, and then I got completely ghosted. They never answered back. They didn't text me, or they canceled the project. So they responded and it seemed hopeful, but then they just completely stopped answering, or they completely canceled the project altogether. And one of those was a minor. So I sent that person an email asking them to fill out some questions, specifically your age, do you have permission from your parents, and what kind of budget are you looking for? Because if they're a minor, they probably don't have the money to hire a trainer. So I sent that email, never heard anything back. 3 of those people that I sent quotes to read the message. I got the notification that the message was read, but they didn't respond back at all. So they read the message and then just didn't say anything. And then one of those people was a hire. So this is just from the last year. So roughly $250 and 1 hire, which is not a lot of money for Thumbtack. I am so lucky. I'm very grateful that I didn't put a ton of money into this website. I think that I've always thought that they created fake leads, but there was never any proof. But the proof is more and more prominent these days, because there's no rhyme or reason to the charges that they send. They're always random amounts, you know, 1021 or 886, and it doesn't seem legitimate. There's no reason why the charges are what they are. So another thing that kind of caught my attention was getting refunds is next to impossible. They'll never refund you. They'll only credit your account. So for a while, the not read messages, the ones that were not even looked at, I was emailing them, asking them to refund my money, because that's not right. They didn't even read the message. Obviously, they're not interested. So I was getting a ton of those, and I was emailing them, and they were giving me credits to my account. So finally, after like I would get 2 credits, and then I would immediately get a lead come in for the exact amount that they refunded me, and then that person would read the message but not respond. So after I complained that I was getting a ton of these leads that weren't reading, they refunded me, but I would immediately get a new lead come in. This lead would just read the message, and that would be it. So that was a little shady to me. They now have something called targeting. Sorry, I stuttered a little bit. They now have something called targeting. So you have to pick a weekly budget. So I set my weekly budget. I was a little hesitant, but they kept sending me messages saying, if you don't turn targeting on, people can't see you in their search results, and they can't reach out to you and have you send them a quote. So I gave in, I put the targeting on. I set it for the lowest amount. The lowest amount is $20 a week. So they say you get 1 to 2 leads. So I got 2 leads, and it was exactly $20. So it was like, the change was random. It was like 1021, and then whatever I had left over, that was the exact charge. So that's another thing that's a little fishy. So watch out for the targeting, because $20 a week is gonna be $80 a month, and if you don't get any clients from that, then you have just wasted all of that money, which, I don't know, in my opinion, it is a waste of money. So you have to watch out for that. Try it out for yourself if you want, but I would be very cautious. They try to get you, their suggestion for the targeting is $70 a month, and they'll send you a ton of leads, but you're gonna blow through a ton of money and you're gonna get ghosted a lot, and it's not going to be worthwhile. It's not gonna be beneficial, and I don't think you're gonna get a ton of clients off of it. It seems hopeful in the beginning. Like I said, I've only gotten 3 clients in the past 5 or 6 years. And I don't know how much money I've spent. Again, $250 in the last year, but before that, for those couple of years, I'm probably gonna take a guess at maybe another $500. So it's been a total wash for me. Also, I know I've heard from a lot of people that they make these YouTube videos, or they try to kind of warn other people of what's going on within Thumbtack, and their account has been completely deactivated. They can no longer access it. They can no longer access their reviews. So I am fully prepared to have them deactivate my account. I already have screenshots of all my reviews. I don't have that many, but reviews are reviews. So I have screenshots of that. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm trying to do kind of a little experiment, messing around with my targeting price. So I'm just going to, keep up with that maybe for another month if I have it, and see how it goes. Maybe I will have some more luck and then I'll have to make a second video. But as of right now, I'm not happy with Thumbtack, and I just want to let other trainers know that you're gonna end up wasting a ton of money. Another red flag with Thumbtack is they delete comments off of their Facebook page. I've left comments on there and they've been deleted. If you go on their YouTube page, they disable all of the comments. So I think that's another huge red flag. I found a group on Facebook, and at first I thought it was pro Thumbtack. It's neither. It's not really bashing Thumbtack too much, but it's definitely not pro Thumbtack. It just let me know that I'm not alone in my struggle and my disappointment with Thumbtack. So there are definitely better ways to get clients. Just stay on top of your Facebook page. Keep making posts. Post every day. It doesn't have to be anything, groundbreaking. Just keep posting. Another way that you can kind of get clients or get your name out there, I found, is supporting small local businesses. If your friends own a business and they sell things, just buy from them. Buy from, all local in your community. And then when you get something from them, share it on Facebook, tag them. It'll get your name out there. It'll get people to look on your profile. A friend of mine makes masks, and I got some masks from him, custom masks with my logo on them, and I love them. I took a picture with my masks on, and I tagged him, and I tagged his business, and I tagged my business, and then I actually got a client from that because they were friends with him, and they saw that post. So there's other ways you can do it. You just have to be creative, and you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on Thumbtack for what I believe is fake leads. I think for every real lead, there's probably 5 fakes out there. It doesn't add up, because again, what really caught my attention was the second that I got those refund credits, a new lead would magically come in for that exact amount. And I understand that it was the amount that I was refunded, but the same lead would be a completely different price on a different day or a different time. So it just doesn't add up, and I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it as a trainer, and I don't recommend it as any other professional out there. So again, try it out for yourself if you want. I think they probably give you some free credits to start, but just don't get your hopes up, because for some reason I just can't give Thumbtack up. I keep thinking that this next lead will be the one. Like I said, last month I got a hire, but that's only my third one in a couple of years. So I'm going to probably stick with it for one more month unless they deactivate my account. Who knows? But that's my opinion. That's my 2 cents. And again, I'm just trying to help fellow trainers out and let them know what works for me and what doesn't. So all the clients that I have, not from Thumbtack, one. So have a great day, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. If you do have a Thumbtack account and you have some good reviews on there, just make sure you screenshot them, because a review is a review. You can post it somewhere else. So don't lose those reviews, because those are super helpful to trainers. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching. And please remember to subscribe and like this video if